author of my choice is Patricia Maclachlan. She is the author of over 20 children's books and 5 screenplays. She won the 1986 Newbery Medal for her book Sarah Plain and Tall. Patricia was born on March 3, 1938 in Cheyenne, Wyoming. She is the only child of Philo and Madonna Pritzkow. She had a very strong relationship with her parents. Both her parents were teachers and encouraged her to read. When she was a child, she did not want to be a writer. She did not begin to write professionally until the age of 35. In 1962, she received her bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut. After college, she became an English teacher for a junior high from 1963 to 1979. She was also a lecturer of children's literature at Smith College in Massachusetts and has taught creative writing workshops for adults and children. In her early career, she was a social worker who worked with foster mothers. During this time, she wrote several articles on adoption and foster mothers, which had a major impact on her life. She says that it was clear to her that much of the focus of her writing was sharpened by her involvement and concern for families and children. So this really inspired her to write children's books. Her career began with writing picture books. The first picture book she wrote is called The Sick Day. The Sick Day deals with more how a child feels when they're sick. It talks about how her grandfather made her feel special when she was sick and how the little girl also helped to take care of her sick father. 2 others are Through Grandpa's Eyes. Through Grandpa's Eyes, this is a realistic fiction book, and in this story, the grandfather is blind and he teaches his grandson how to live life and how to experience life through joy and imagination. And All the Places to Love. All the Places to Love is about a family who loves the place where they live, and each person in the family has their own special place where they love the most on their farm. It's actually their grandfather's farm. It's a very nice book. Encouraged by her editor, she wrote her first novel for a slightly older audience titled Author for the Very First Time. She wrote this novel in 1980. She married Robert Maclachlan, a psychologist, in 1962 and have 3 children, Emily, John, and Jamie, and 2 grandchildren. She currently lives in Williamsburg, Massachusetts with her husband and 2 dogs. She has also co-written several children's books with her daughter Emily, who is also an author. Some books include Once I Ate a Pie, Before You Came, and I Didn't Do It. Patricia's genre is fiction. For her Sarah Plain and Tall series, it is considered to be both historical and realistic fiction. Historical because the setting takes place during the pioneer period, and realistic fiction because it could have happened a long time ago. And Caleb in the story asked questions about his mom before she died, so that is considered to be realistic. Sarah has also written both novels for young adults and picture books for very young children. She has also written 5 screenplays. 3 are from the first 3 books of the Sarah Plain and Tall series. The other 2 are Baby and Journey. The first is titled Sarah Plain and Tall. The second is titled Skylark, and the third, Sarah Plain and Tall, Winter's End, which is the same storyline as Caleb's story. The 4th screenplay, Baby, was for her book Baby, which was also turned into a movie. Her last screenplay is titled Journey. Patricia focuses on family relationships and concentrates on the realities of everyday life. Patricia has won many awards, including the 1986 Newbery Medal for Sarah Plain and Tall. In 1980, she won the Golden Kite Award for author for the very first time. In 1984, she won the Boston Globe Hornbook Award for Unclaimed Treasures. And between the years of 1985 through 1988, she won the Golden Kite Award, the Scott Odell Historical Fiction Award, the Jefferson Cup Award, the Christopher Award, the Golden State Children's Book Award, all for Sarah Plain and Tall. In 2002, she also received the National Humanities Medal for Body of Work. First, I'll be talking about the Sarah Plain and Tall series. The first book in the series, Sarah Plain and Tall, is about a Kansas farmer, Jacob, whose wife dies after giving birth to their second child. Several years pass and he feels the need to remarry, so he seeks a bride by placing an advertisement in the newspaper. He has two children, Anna and Caleb. Sarah is from Maine. She is an independent and stubborn woman. She answers his ad and comes down for a 30-day visit to see if things will work, and if it did, she would marry him. This book talks about letting go of the past and moving on, and also forgiveness. The second book, which was also turned into a film, is titled Skylark. Patricia wrote this book in 1996. In this book, Jacob and Sarah are already married and are living in a prairie. There is a big drought in the prairie, so Jacob sends Sarah and his children to Maine to spend time with Sarah's family. Sarah realizes that Kansas is where her heart is and no longer feels that she doesn't belong. She now loves her new home and knows she can't live without her family. Jacob returns for his family to return to Kansas. In the end, Jacob and Sarah find out they are expecting a child. The third book in the series is called Caleb's Story, which was also turned into a film, but the film was named Sarah Plain and Tall, Winter's End. In this story, Jacob's father, who has long to be thought dead, comes in. This is a very traumatic experience for Jacob since he resents his father for abandoning him. This story is told through Caleb's eyes. The prior two books were told by Anna. The children are grown up. Anna is becoming a nurse, Caleb is a teacher, and Cassie is now 6 years and stubborn just like Sarah. In the end, Jacob forgives his father. The last two books of the series, More Perfect Than the Moon and Grandfather's Dance, were not made into films. In More Perfect Than the Moon, the story is being told by Cassie. Sarah is expecting another child, a boy. They name him Jack. Cassie is not excited about being a big sister. It talks about her struggle to love her little brother, but of course, in the end, she does love him. The Grandfather's Dance, this is the finale of the series, was written in 2006. Anna is now getting married. The story mostly talks about the planning of her wedding, and sadly, in the end, we lose the grandfather. This concludes my presentation on an extraordinary author, Patricia Maclachlan, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.